Hi friends, welcome back to topic 2 of Learn Pandas in Towards Data Science series. In this topic, we will cover the data structures available within Pandas. There are 3 basic data structures in Pandas, which are the data frame, series and the panel data structure respectively. All these data structures are built on the top of another Python library named NumPy. As part of this lesson, we will see data frame object in detail. The first data structure we are going to see is the data frame. As you can see in the image, data frame is a two-dimensional data structure which can be used to store of rows and columns. You can assume it to be similar to a RDBMS table or an Excel spreadsheet. As displayed in the image, the values available in each cell in the two-dimensional table can be retrieved using the row and the column number respectively. Let's now move on to see how to create a dataset in Pandas. Before creating a data frame, let's download an open CSV file which we will use to perform analysis on. To download any such files to perform data analysis, you can go to the site kaggle.com. Kaggle.com has a data science community that offers you datasets or CSV files that you can use as a data source for learning data science. Now I am specifically going to search for files corresponding to Indian school education statistics. I have searched for the same and Kaggle displays a list of results and I am going to open the item as highlighted. Click on it to open the same and scroll down the page. You will be able to find a list of CSV files under the Data Explorer section as highlighted. I am going to specifically download a file named Percentage of Schools with Electricity. Click on the corresponding link. You will be able to see the table header change, and to the right you will be able to see a download icon. Click on the download icon to download the CSV file. Save the file to your computer. Kaggle may ask you to sign in to your computer. In my case, I have already logged in using my Google account. Once the file is downloaded, you can open it to view its content. Once you open the file, you will be able to see data containing the states, year and percentage of schools having electricity. For ease of learning, we will remove columns from C to L and will retain only the columns A, B and M. Once the interim columns are removed, the Excel sheet will have only the 3 columns as displayed. You can now save and close the file. Now that we have the CSV file, let's now see the syntax to create a data frame in Pandas using the CSV file. The full syntax with all the optional parameters to create a new data frame object using the read CSV function is given here. This is from the Pandas official documentation page. Don't worry looking at the syntax here, since everything except the first parameter, file path are optional. So a similar syntax to create a data frame from a CSV file can be as given here, where df is any variable name, pd is the Pandas object which we have to import before, and read CSV is the function that will be creating the data frame. File name is the name of the CSV file with the full path name. If file is located within the same folder as that of the program, then you just need to specify the name of the file. The file path is not required in this case. Provided here is the example of how to read the CSV file which we have downloaded and set it as a data frame. In addition to the read CSV function, there are other read functions in Pandas that can be used to create a data frame. Such functions are as listed here. As you can see, Pandas supports varieties of data sources such as CSV, Excel, HTML, JSON. It can even fetch data directly from the clipboard as well. Let's now see examples of how we can create data frame using Pandas from VS Code. Open VS Code and open the folder we have created in the previous lesson. Let's create a new Jupyter notebook by clicking the new file icon. Provide the file name as lesson2.ipynb. Open the lesson2 file and type the import statement for Pandas. Import Pandas as PD. Click on the Run Cell button as highlighted. Pandas will be now imported to your notebook environment. In a new cell, type the line df equal to pd.read CSV of. Copy the path or the relative path of the CSV file we have already downloaded. In my case, I am copying the relative path since my CSV file resides in the same path of the program. Paste the file name within the read CSV function within double quotes. You can now click on the Run Cell button to run the program. Currently, no output is displayed. since the program we have written was for assigning the data frame to a variable df. To print the contents of the variable df, type df in a new cell and press the run cell button or Ctrl plus enter again. Once the run is complete, you will be able to see the content of data frame object. The first row is the column header, followed by the data. By default, you will be able to see the first and last 5 records as sample data. You will be able to see the row numbers as the first column starting from 0. The last row displays the number of rows and columns in the data frame. Click on the plus button to add a new cell. A new cell will be displayed as below. In the new cell, let's type the command type of df. Press Ctrl plus enter and you will be able to see the type of df object is a data frame. Add another row. Type the line df.head of 15 and press Ctrl plus enter. Pandas will display you the first 15 rows starting from 0 to 14 as highlighted here. Similarly, typing df.tail of 7 will give you the last 7 rows. Press Ctrl plus enter and you will be able to see the last 7 rows from 103 to 109. We have seen how to create a data frame and how to use the head and tail functions of the data frame. Let's now see few parameters that can be passed within the read CSV function. The first parameter we are going to see is the SCP parameter. This parameter is used to specify the separator that is used to segregate the columns. The next parameter is names, which will accept a Python list and will set the list items as column header. The next parameter, skip rows, is used to skip specified number of top rows from the data frame. Let's now see this in action. Consider that you have a student's mark CSV file with the actual data starting from the row 6. Let's try to read this file using read CSV function. Create a new Python notebook. Type the import statement, import pandas as PD. Use the read CSV function to read the student's marks.csv file. Type df to display the contents of the df object. Run the cell content by pressing Ctrl plus enter. The output will be displayed as highlighted. Since it doesn't have any column header, the first row is considered as header, which is incorrect. Also, the columns are displayed as a single row. Since the default column separator in the read CSV function is comma, but in our case we have /t as a separator. Let's now see how to fix these issues from Pandas using the parameter we have seen in the previous slide. First, let's fix the separator issue. To do that, add the parameter SCP with its value as \t as highlighted here. Run the program and you will be able to see the columns formatted properly. Now let's add column header to the data frame. To do so, add the parameter names and assign a Python list to it containing column names. Run the program again. You will be able to see valid column names added to the data frame. Now if we need to skip the first 3 rows and start from 4th row or the row index 3, we can use the skip rows parameter. I have given skip rows equal to 3 here. When I run this program, we will be able to see the rows starting from row index 3 from the CSV file. Back in the previous slides, we have seen that we could use the index numbers to access the individual cell values of the data frame. Use the IAT or the index at and pass it to a Python list containing the row and column indexes as mentioned here to get the value at specific index. Let's run this program. Going back to the code, if I type df.iat of 1, 0, then I can expect to receive the value at row 1 and column 0. As expected, we received Edison as the output. So far we have seen the basics of data frame. In the next lesson, we will cover more about data frames in Pandas. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.